Hey there, friends. How are you? I thought I would stream tonight for a little bit and talk about some stuff. First, I'm going to make sure I get everything sorted. Ooh, that's weird. Like it's like the stream started, but it's not started. Okay, I think
Like the
it's
stream
there. It is.
started, but it's not.
That was funky. Okay. Um, it looks like it's working now. Gonna move the all the chat stuff to my other screen here. And I think I'm good. Oh, right. Stuff that I usually do, like tweet. Yeah, that might be cool too. There we go. Share. Uh, let's do this real quick. Hey there.
Hello, hello.
We have with us tonight MMO Hippie because I talked to him and thought I would share a little bit of an announcement, but I'm still getting my tweets out real quick. And the funny thing is, it's something I never thought I would be doing, especially on my channel. Um, but you know, it seems like it might be a good idea. It might be fun, especially for people that are into this sort of thing. All right, here
Or
we
even people that aren't, they might get bitten by the bug.
right. They might find that it's not nearly as bad as it used to be back in the day, and it might actually be fun. Because it's for sure been a lot of fun grouping with everybody, and teaming up and stuff. And that was just something that I just kind of gave up on because I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna find anybody good to group with. Everybody's gonna be some kind of psycho or impatient or this or that. Because yeah, I had a lot of rotten luck trying to group up with people. But the characters I'm playing right now, they are level 30-ish, and I made them for the sole purpose of joining Hippie's new idea, and we're gonna start trying to do raids. So I thought let's make a video, and we can let people know, and maybe some folks will be interested. And if they are, they could join us. They could make a couple of characters on Pharaoh also. And yeah, it's going to be on Pharaoh. And what we want to do is sort of like raid progression. So I have here a rogue and a bard. And then I'm going to be three boxing probably. And then I'll also have that cleric that I initially had made for the Sunday group. And so, yes, we're going to allow three boxing in our event, but not more than three because, people who usually box more than three often use third-party software. And we just don't want to come off like that and don't want to potentially get anybody into any trouble or have problems. At least that's how you said it, right?
Yeah. Um, any more than three, it's going to be more difficult,
Right,
especially during a raid scene.
right.
So I do like to limit it to three. It's usually two that you can control and one in the back that's kind of like just out there for buffs and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, there are people that do use third-party software. Um, and if they do use it, I just don't want it to show up on your stream and get you in trouble.
Yeah,
My stream get me in trouble. And, you know, Daybreak can watch some of these streams, find out that you are using software, and boom, you might get hit with the ban stick. And I
right,
don't want that. We're just doing this all for fun and the enjoyment and just hanging out together.
right. And
And just
for the record, I don't use third party software. Which I did six box for a little bit with my little all gnomes experiment. But I will say, even though it was like one enchanter and five gnome or five mages, it was still hard. Yeah, the pets did most of the work, and I just had macros. But characters would get stuck in doorways and stuff on occasion, and that's always a pain.
yeah, the overall efficiency drops when you start adding boxes. So that's why I like to keep it at a small number.
Right. Yeah, if I ever multi-box more than three at a time, it's going to be because I'm probably playing a bunch of mages. Because then you basically hit one button, which is an assist key, and have your pet attack, and you cast maybe one or two nukes, and that's that.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with your recommendation of three, because we could still have, be grouped up with people, and some can be multi-boxing and some won't be multi-boxing at all. Some of our guildies just don't like to multi-box, or they just don't have the money to dish out for extra accounts.
This is true. And people want to come, just solo players, maybe only 2 bucks. That's great. And that's wonderful. Come along. We'd be more than happy to have you.
Right. I think it's a pretty cool idea. And so I think the tentative date, I don't know if it's set in stone yet, I saw was possibly February the 21st.
February the 21st is set in stone. That will be our first raid,
Okay.
and that is on a Wednesday. It's after Valentine's, so you can give your significant other all the attention that they need beforehand.
Right.
Get them brownie points in there,
We,
and then the week after Valentine's will start. It is on a Wednesday. However, after looking through what people have stated their open days, uh, we will be switching over to Tuesday on the week after.
okay. So it's set in stone for the first day
It's set in stone for the first
for the
day
21st.
just to
All
get
right.
it started,
Right.
and then we'll kind of adjust things as we go to try to meet everybody's availability time
Right.
to get the most people that we can.
Right. And it's going to be difficult, especially for like a large raid force. And if people miss here and there, it probably won't matter too much, because the goal is to be level locked in the beginning. So if anybody's interested in doing this with us and joining our guild or whatever, get your character up to level 51, and then at 51 just go 100% AA, even if you got auto grant, just so you're level locked and you don't level up beyond that, at least just for the first couple of raids, because it sounds like we're going to be trying to just do level 51 and go for the basic raids of like Nagy and Vox and Finny.
That is correct. We will be level locking at 51 at first to hit the 3 main ones. Um, the reason why I'm not adding fear and hate and sky is because uh, those zones did get a revamp, and the big bosses in there did get revamped and moved up to level 70.
Okay,
So I'll be adding those
later
in the
on.
Kunark area just because of the revamp
Yeah,
that they did.
it's probably a good idea. I mean, Yes.
And we won't be level locked at 51 the whole time. Once we get through the classic, we will bump up to 60. We'll try, as many raids as we can at 60 during the Kunark era.
Right.
And then if we find that's a little bit troublesome, we might bump up to 65.
Right.
Um, we're not going to
And
be doing a true progression.
to be
So
clear, it sounds like we're doing Agent of Change, like instanced raids, right?
that is correct. We'd
All
be
right.
doing AOCs.
So that means no mercenaries, no mercenaries for the raids, unless that
Well,
changes at some point.
once you start to gather up and invite people into the raid, mercenaries aren't allowed in raids, period.
Right, right. At least
So
not
if
those. Like if you went into like just a straight up zone, they would work, but not in the
no,
instance. Yeah,
not during raid.
right. And you could use mercenaries to level up like I am right now,
Well, yeah,
of course.
during the
Because,
off times you can use mercenaries,
yeah, yeah,
but once you get started into using the raid window and inviting people into the raid, mercenaries are not allowed.
right,
Um, once you're in the raid window, you can't bring your mercenary up, nor can you be invited into the raid if you have a mercenary up already.
right. Yes, it just won't work.
Correct.
Yeah, because I think if it
Mercenaries
would
just won't
work,
work.
we would probably be like, yeah, sure. I mean, at
Well, if
least,
it would work, we'd be all DPS and
right,
just have a few
like,
tank and cleric mercs.
right, right, or just play whatever fun class you wanted, and yeah. But no, I think it'll be pretty cool, and we'll have to learn to work as a team. So as you see, so I made a rogue, a bard, and like I said, I have that cleric from Sundays. Hopefully that will be of some use. I figure, DPS great, and the bard, like I had mentioned during the one of the chats in our on our Discord, that they can be super valuable during raids because if you're getting dispelled every 5 seconds, the bard spells keep recasting every 5 seconds. So you still got that haste and that magic resist and that regen or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
bards are like clerics. You never can have enough of them.
right. So hopefully this will be useful. I'll have a cleric, a bard, and a rogue. You know, I guess I could always, make something different if I have to, if we got too much of one or the other.
That's perfect. You're the only rogue, and we
Okay,
will need somebody to pick locks along the way,
that's what I figured. And
and also disarm traps.
yeah, and bards can do it, but they're not nearly as good uh, as a rogue is. And you see, here's another question. You might know this because I'm, as much as I love gnomes, and my rogue here is even a gnome. I'm kind of a lousy gnome. Uh, so let me bring this up. I have my mechanized lockpicks that give me a small 2% mod for pick lock on my rogue. Do you know of something that gives a better mod than that? To pick lock skill?
Oh, sorry, I had to blow my nose real quick.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
right offhand, I don't know of anything that I can name.
Right.
Um, however, if memory serves me correctly, there is an item in Vex Thaw,
Ooh,
I believe it is, that may have a, better pick lock skill on it.
right.
But you don't quote me on that. I'm going by my old fart memory.
Okay. Old hard memory. Right. You haven't upgraded to an SSD yet.
No,
The disk might be skipping a little. Oh, and
I, I'm I'm still working on floppy drives.
right. And hello to the chat. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat. I just wanted to try to get through some of this stuff with Hippie. So Z-Man said, "What's up, guys? Let's raid." Tavik said, "Yo, Fez, what's good?" Uh, Romer 121 said, what server are you playing on to do this?" We're going to be doing it on the Throne of I server. So it's just sort of a regular server with some special rules, like it's, open trade, and most things that are usually no drop are actually tradable, so it's kind of nice. And you could ignore the whole RP server thing. Nobody really RPs on Throne of I anymore, but that was sort of the original goal of this server. But I think people finally let that go. It still says it, of course. Um, so the only real thing is you might want to learn Elvish as soon as you make a character. Try to get them to learn Elvish, because everybody over here speaks Elvish, because there's no common tongue on Throne of I. And Tavik said, "I so badly want to raid with you guys, but don't get home from work until 10 p.m. Eastern time." I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, we might be able to do, like, a late night raid sometime too, but it'll probably be more during the week, and around 9 or 10, because I know if we go too late, there's going to be other people that got to be in bed by, like, 11 or midnight or something, because jobs and things like that. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, since Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is filled up with the stream teams already, we're stuck with during the week. But we are going to try to make it work out. The thing is, people need to realize, though, that we are going to be casual. We're not going to try to be the Uber Guild uh, and try to do all that stuff.
Right. It's
We
for
just
it's for the people like myself that maybe never rated, that might be curious about it and might think it's fun if they found the right people. I'm guessing that's what you're going for.
exactly, people, who haven't rated or who have rated but just don't want to be in that rat race of the elites,
Right.
the Uber guilds. Yeah, we're just going to take things casually. And some people have never rated before, so we are going to use this as a teaching tool for them.
Right. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool. That's why I'm on board, because anybody watching my channel for any length of time knows that Fez don't raid. But it's stuff that, if done right, and especially now that we have the instance zones and things like that, I think at least we won't have to compete with others. Anybody won't be able to, like, sort of photo bomb or stream bomb us either, because again, it'll be instanced. So that should be cool.
Yeah.
And I don't mind people occasionally, during a casual stream, coming along and wanting to give me some buffs or whatever. Or, I mean, we've even been trained during a stream once,
Hey,
and
yeah, we
managed,
have been.
yeah, we managed to laugh it off. But it is kind of a sucky thing to do. It's like, yeah, if you don't like the channel, just don't watch. You don't need to. You don't need to go and do a train or something like that. But again, we're pretty good at trying to be good natured and laugh stuff off when it happens. I'm just glad that this is an option where we can just. Oh, am I still holding my? I'm still holding my dang flute. Dang it! The whole time, should have been wielding two swords. So yeah, I'm trying to get these characters up to close to 51. I'm up to 31 already, And I just made these like last night or something. So,
That is a nice thing about the XP bonus on Coronavi. It makes leveling up a little bit quicker.
right, right. And yeah, for anybody curious and wanting to do this, wanting to make characters for this thing that we're doing, this raid progression, don't worry, because if you make a character here, it should just take you a couple of days, really, maybe a week tops to level up to 51, because it is pretty easy. The XP is great. The XP bonus is constant. It's not like any kind of special event. It's just always there. I don't
Now,
think it's. Oh,
do
sorry.
want to one thing I do want to mention is those people that are joining us with our raids. I'm requesting that nobody does the classic AOCs after this week. That gives more than 7 days to cool down your lockouts.
Oh, right, right. No, that's a good idea. Like, because if you've done it, then you're gonna be locked out of it, and you're gonna ruin it for everybody else. So, you know, although I think if anything, you would just be removed from the raid, because if you can't do that one little thing, then obviously you don't play well with others.
Right. Um, yeah, if we go up to an AOC and we find anybody that does have a lockout, um, unfortunately, we would request them to leave the raid during that time.
Right. And they could
Um,
join again, for the next one if they can
oh
behave
yeah,
and not do
oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah. As long as yeah, they don't do it every single time, then I guess eventually we might just get tired of telling them to come.
But I do know, some people like to go back and do those classic raids on their own just for poos and giggles. I'm just asking that, if you're joining our raid, please, you know, let this be the last week to do it. Um, and then once we're done with classic, people are more than welcome to go do the AOCs again.
Right. Now,
We'll just
here's a
ask that the current expansion that we're on, you just don't do those AOCs.
right.
That way we can do the raids.
Right. Now, that's sort of what I wanted to ask just now. So, if let's say we've moved on from Antonica raids to Kunark now, and let's say Bob wants to do some more of those Antonica raids. Now that's just going to lock him out from those raids. It won't lock him out from all the raids, right?
That is correct.
So if you've done Nagy, you're only locked out of Nagy. You're not locked out of Vox or something.
That is correct.
Okay. I am getting a nice number of rough Defiant armor drops here that I can actually use. This is impressive. I'm not used to that. I also found this really amazing dagger. I think I might have gotten it during the Dragons thing. It's a cylindrite dagger and it's 1318 with a ratio of 0.7, usable at level 1. I don't know
Nice.
where that came from, but I had it in the bank. So I'm like, wow, that's like the best dagger for that level that I could possibly find. There's no way that I could have crafted something that good. Didn't find anything that cool for my bard, but I did have a Cello's Drums of the March, so at least they could run really fast. Oh, there's a bear. I'm about trivial for this zone now. I'm gonna have to move somewhere else.
Siri said my character's a level 50 now, so maybe I'll be able to join in the raiding. Though since I am Euro, or since I'm in Europe, don't know about time.
Right.
Um, I'm not familiar with the time change over there. But like I said, 8 o'clock Eastern U.S. time. Um, so if you want to do the time change for your area, and if you can make it, you're more than welcome.
Yeah. Our friend Ben is European, and he usually tries to make it. And I don't know if this is something I should say or not, but I'll just say it quietly once. Uh, he's currently struggling with an illness, so if anybody just can keep him in their thoughts and stuff, that would be cool. Good person, and we hope to see him again soon.
Yeah, that is kind of sad, what he posted, and I do hope that he does recover
Right.
real soon.
Yeah, I was wondering, what happened. Like, um, I was honestly, I was hoping he just found another game that he was playing. Like because there were some new games that came out. I've heard or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, he probably just found another game or something like that. That was the last thing that I thought is like, that someone might be sick in our guild. So I'm like, yeah, I hope he gets better soon.
I really, that would have been better news.
Yeah, yeah. I would have been
That
like,
would have
yeah,
been better
no, it's
news.
okay. Enjoy that game. But unfortunately, no, that wasn't the case. That's what I was hoping. Uh, but yeah, so this should be fun, and like I said, anybody that wants to join, if they want to join the guild or whatever, you're welcome. You don't have to be a member of our guild to join in this raid, but we will invite anybody to our guild if you're curious. Um, if you have a gold account, you can go on front of iServer and join channel chaos/join chaos, like it's spelled in the guild name, and just say, ch- give us a chat in there and ask if anybody from the guild is online, and if they could send you an invite, at any time. Because unfortunately, free to play can't join custom chat channels. It's something I found out like after I kept telling people, "Oh yeah, yeah, you could do it." And I was like, "No, I was incorrect. I was wrong. I wasn't lying. I was just ignorant."
Window 456 asked, "Are you questing in Jagged Pine Forest?"
I'm no, I'm in Nadaria's Landing right now. So, but I see how that could be similar because it's a forest with lots of aminals and stuff. And I think I'm gonna leave it soon-ish because I hit level 32. I could probably head to. Well, I still got a couple of yellows here. I could probably hit to like Dreadlands or something. I don't know. What's a good zone at 30, hippie?
Um, Usually at 30, I'm hitting Dulax Harbor. Um, City of Mist would be good.
Oh right, City of Mist. That's like a hot zone too half the time.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I'm still finding yellows here. I guess I could also even check out Gorokar Mesa at high 30s, I think.
Zorgo says down there.
Oh yeah, I never go to Dalnir. Well, no. Wait, Dalnir is the one with the. It's in that forest. Ah, shoot, on Kunark.
Warslick Woods.
Yeah,
Warslick Woods.
yeah, Warslick Woods. Okay, now actually I do go to Dalnir quite often because it's often a hot zone. So yeah, that could be a good one too. I think even Great Divide at 30, although mobs are kind of sparse over there. I get spoiled from zones like this where there's like back-to-back mobs. It's a little
Yeah, let's
dangerous.
see. Sorgo Knox said, I wouldn't mind joining you for a front of A rate progression. When do you think you'll be running them? Daytime? And what classes are you short? Uh, Zorgo, actually, I'm glad you came on tonight. That name is familiar to me, I believe. Day will be starting the 21st of this month at 8 p.m. Eastern. Classes, we can use more tanks. You never have enough clerics and DPS, basically. So whatever you enjoy playing and have fun doing so, you're more than welcome to join us. And Zorgo, I believe I met you some years ago um, on another stream team for Dr. Nachos, I believe it was. Let's see. Norlax L wrote you. That's one about you. That's about 1 in the morning if you're near London.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay.
had a hard time reading that.
Yeah.
Tavik, thoughts and prayers to binge it. He's one of my faves in chat. Um, Nox L, I'm a huge fan of lower Guck at that level.
Ah, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. Although if I'm going to lower Guck, that could also turn into a ridiculous train. Uh, well, not
It's
probably
not a
not as
train, it's auto pulls.
right. Although probably not nearly as bad as Runny Eye. I will forever be scarred by my time in Runny Eye when Dildaf abandoned me.
He was just trying to pull more mobs for you, that's all.
Oh, he just completely gave up on life. He's just like, yep, nope. Dabry is on their own. I'm out. And it was just sad. Just like a 20 to 30 person or a 20 to 30 mob train, and my rogue was on their own, and it just too much. Couldn't handle it. Not nearly enough potions, or the cooldown rate was too long. So yeah, so this will be February 21st. Starting in, did you say 9, right? Or 8?
Eight,
8,
o'clock.
8 p.m. Eastern time. And try to get to level 51. I'm sure if someone's like not quite at 51, if they're like 49, 50, it'd probably still be fine, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But 51 will be the absolute top.
Yeah, 51's just the maximum. I
Okay.
say anyone 46 plus
Okay.
shouldn't have a problem.
Okay. Whoa. I accidentally had my rogue still running and my bard had to stop for a second. Um, sounds good. So yeah, level lock yourself. So if you get to 51, just turn on 100% AA. That way you don't accidentally level up. And after Nagy knocks Vox and what is it? Phil
Benny,
Finney? Yeah. I was gonna say like
Finnegal.
Fillion, like the actor Nathan Fillion. Finney. So those three are done. Then it's gonna be like what 55 or 60 after that.
Cunark went all the way up to 60. So we will go up to 60 to start Cunark. Since we are a small raid force, we might bump up to 65 during the Cunark era just to accommodate our size.
Right. Unless
But
a lot
we
more
will,
people join.
exactly. But we will start at 60 to start doing those raids, and then we'll gauge how we're doing
Right.
along the way.
Like if we wipe a whole lot, then we know okay, we got to level up a little more.
Exactly.
In which case maybe we might abort a raid and just try to level up the rest of the night or something. I don't know until the following week. Because I'm not sure how that would work. And it sounds like we might be sort of doing a double stream. Like Hippie has given his approval because I know he wanted to stream, but saying that if I show up for the thing, I could stream as well, and we could both just stream and people watch whoever they feel like watching at the time.
Exactly.
And so yeah, that could be pretty cool. It could be fun. And it'll be something kind of new for me because like I said, I'm not a raider. I I I kind of have an avergence for it, not going to lie. I know I'm making characters for this. I'm playing them. I plan on leveling up. I even plan on showing up, but it does give me a level of anxiety. Uh,
And
it,
I
it,
realize this.
yeah. So, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone for you guys, for the viewers. I figure, if anything, at least it might be entertaining for some folks to see Fez sweat. I don't know. But again, it could also be a lot of fun. I didn't I didn't initially think it would be that fun to group with people as much as I am, but here we are, and I'm still doing it, and I actually look forward to it, and I think some of the viewers do too. So that's what we're gonna keep doing. I might actually go and try to do a Lost Dungeons with this. I already did one successfully, so maybe I'll try to do another one. I don't know. Uh, let's go to North Row. We could do I think it's the Sand Elves in North Row.
Let's see. Back to the chat. Wendell 456 said, "Yeah, I was wondering what zone you were at. Thought it might be Jagged or Nerdia." Zorgo stated huge XP bonus.
I got to read this one.
And
NavixL said, "My apologies. Voice to text is not that awesome." Just because I feel ya. I use voice to text all the time. I don't know if my guild has caught on yet, but sometimes in the Discord when I'm just chatting because I'm on a break from work and I'm just using my phone, I'll do that. and who knows what the heck is coming out. I might say something and the complete something completely different comes out. So the secret's out. If you guys are ever reading something and are like, wow, Fizz is really incoherent today, I'm not having a stroke. I was using voice to text.
Zergo wrote, I'll join your chat in game and get some more details. Yep, that's me. Zergo, yeah. I played Zuku over on Dr. Nacho's, the Beast Lord. I believe you also had a Beast Lord over there as well. I could be wrong. Bear, love Lower Guck. Window 456, could try Crystal Caverns, but might be a bit of pain working your way down through the tunnels past the orcs. Zorgo, Defiant gear okay or in era? Gear wise, Defiant is fine. Um, it doesn't matter what you wear. If you find some piece of Uber gear somewhere that you can wear, go for it. Adam said, if you wipe a lot, I blame Ice Spice in advance.
I don't know who that is. Someone sent me a message here to Sneaksy about something. It said, at first I couldn't understand what they said. It looked like Men I Jay-Z, Jizzy. So it could have been they were speaking something other than Gnomish or Elvish. And then it said, or who should I ask? Guild, not group. Um, so I think, yes, they wanted to join the guild. And it might have been that person that I saw over there in Nidari's Landing. So I might use the Magus to go back there. Although, let's... So if you're watching now, and sorry, I just now saw this. Let me see what zone they might be in.
Say, is there in POK? I can log in and give them an invite.
All right. Wow. Oh, this is a level 125. So in Lorien Inn. Yeah, you can get a guild invite. Just we don't have anybody over there right now in Lorien's Inn. But if you want to get to POK, I can log someone in to POK for an invite, a guild invite. So you can message me back here on Sneaksy if you want, or in the oh, there you are. It looks like that's me. Sorry. I hate the language barrier. Yeah, no, it's fine. I have a 49 necro on my way to POK. Okay, great. I can log in on my druid is right there in POK, and I already have the account open and everything. So they're logging in now, unless Hippie beats me to it, because it takes me like 5 minutes to log in or to zone because of ever since the patch. So that's just one thing, unfortunately. Mob count, request, accept. Okay, looks like I got one. So I will let me know once you're in POK, and I will check my druid again to see if they're there. I don't know if you're familiar with the corner I hang out in, but it's right there by the research merchants by the small bank. zoning in now. Oh, so yeah, your computer too, huh? Patch wasn't kind. I fully agree. And sorry, hippie. I'm not sure if I might have cut you off. If I did, I apologize.
It's all good. Sione. That would be a druid over on Yellowneck, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh, I was like, is that a cysteine asp? If I see a cysteine asp, I really should kill it. I'm gonna need some asp poison sacks for this rogue's poison making trophy. If I end up doing it, I might not, because I already have a rogue with the trophy. The rogue poison making trophy is one of the hardest ones to do. And oh, Sione said, "Yup, druid here too." Cool.
Yeah, I played with Sione for a while over on Yellowneck.
Oh, nice. You know everybody, man. I don't know how many people actually know me
I
aside
get
from
around.
yeah, aside from my just my YouTube channel. I I I imagine that there aren't too many people that used to play where I used to play on Zev that are still around and still playing. Oh, so Izzy is up here too. So if Izzy sees you first, he might send you an invite. If not, I'm also have my druid up here that can send you an invite. Uh, but we're here in the corner again near the like Sansis Rasmus, Murray Matt Rasmus, Eric Rasmus, all those people by the small bank, and toxicologist Huey over there. It's also near the parcels guy near the small bank. So, in the back of the building there. All right. So I've got my guys here. My mercenaries are here too, right? Yeah. So yeah, I look forward to this thing. The whole raiding thing will be new to me. I think it'll be fun, hopefully. I mean, hey, we've accidentally killed one or two like raid mobs already, even not trying to raid, so okay, I see Sione sending invite. Welcome to the guild, Sione. Hopefully you won't be bored of us because none of us has a level 125 yet. Actually, I don't know. There might be one or two people. Like Grando, but he hasn't been on, and he kind of cheated. He he had someone help him power level or something.
Yeah, last I heard, Grando was playing Enshrouded.
Oh, cool. I don't even know what that is though.
It's a new survival crafting MMO that came out at the end of January.
Oh, okay. Shows
Kind
what
of
I
along the
know.
lines of Rust.
Okay. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. Now, the one new game I might play when it comes out, if it ever comes out, because I am ever the pessimist when it comes to this genre, and especially just, a lot of it seems like it could be too good to be true. When that happens, it usually is too good to be true, and that is Monsters and Memories. I might try to play that when it comes out because it does give off like major classic EQ vibes. And that can be both a blessing and a curse, because you love EQ, but at the same time classic EQ is kind of terrible. Excuse me. Like, I wouldn't love having to run to get my corpse again. And who knows if that's something that they're going to do. I think that is what they do over there because I saw a few videos of it.
I know a few times when they had open betas or stress tests of what they run, and I played on it, and yeah, there was corpse runs.
I'm wondering if I don't know how one gets into an open beta test of a game like that or something. I would be interested in maybe checking it out and making a video or whatever.
Usually during betas and stuff, you are under NDA.
Oh, you can't talk about it
Correct.
or stream. I mean, I've seen people stream, but maybe they have like, written permission or whatever,
Correct.
or they're part of the development team. I don't know. um,
During the time I was beta testing Nightingale, I wish I could have streamed,
right,
but I was still under NDA, so I couldn't talk about it.
right. Can you talk about it a little bit now?
Nightingale, yeah, they semi-lifted the NDA. We can't talk about our experience yet, but we can say if we liked it or not. And I actually enjoyed my time in Nightingale. I was pleasantly surprised that the game actually drew me in after a while.
Hmm. So I've not heard of that game. What's that about?
Nightingale, it's also another survival crafting type game. Um, Basically, you go out in the world, you collect items, you build yourself a home, you craft all your armor and weapons. Um, Sometimes you will find some upgrade drops along the way. There are mobs that you can fight, um, but the world is destructible.
Hmm.
The voxel style, like Everquest Next was.
Or was supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah,
But apparently it wasn't fun. I think it
but
was
there's
just
a
a
whole bunch of
grift,
games coming out
honestly.
with it now.
Yeah. It probably would have been fine. It just seems like it was just a grift because they got money off of people and that was it. I don't know. I just don't trust game developers anymore. Uh, there's just so many. It's not just with EverQuest Next. I watched, videos over the years of so many stories about games that were supposed to be coming out. They were promising, they were this, they were that, but it was just a grift. Like the game never came out, and it was just like a money grab. because there's like, oh yeah, you can get like pre-beta or this or that, or get your pre-order now and you get all this in-game stuff that'll be useful, and then it's just a cash grab because the game never comes out. Meanwhile, you might have parted with $100, $200, whatever, and that's it. And you're just feeling like a fool. So I never buy a game until it's officially out, and I see like footage of people actually playing the game. I have trust issues. But yeah, Monsters and Memories looks like it could be cool. But again, like I said, I don't know if I love the idea of corpse runs. Siri said, I'm playing on P99 now. For me, the worst part is not having a map. Yeah, I would rather have a map. I can still remember playing classic EQ. You know, there was no map. The only kind of map I had, I don't know how many of you remember this. They offered like a cloth map, like a real life cloth map, like printed on a piece of cloth, and it was supposed to be like an old style map, and you could see things on the map. It was very rudimentary. Like there was, you know, Karanas and commons and this and that, and it mentioned major cities. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go through the Karanas, and then I gotta go through High Pass, and then I gotta get to the commons, and I was trying to go from Quanos to Freeport, and it was a long run. And I remember getting a little bit lost in High Keep. I think I'd probably died a couple of times too.
Back then, I always sat with a big old folder and had all the maps printed out.
Yeah, I had a binder, a big ass
Yep.
loose leaf binder full of maps that I had printed. Cause I don't know, I don't. Maybe there wasn't like a windowed mode of EverQuest at the time, or computers had a hard time handling it. I don't remember why I never thought of just pulling the maps up while I was playing. And again,
I
maybe,
don't think I don't think EQ was available in windowed mode back then.
yeah. So that was a good feeling just now. I don't know if anybody saw or paid attention to me. I just destroyed one of the stupid traps here in the dungeon. You know, as being a rogue, it's something you can do, which is so nice because those things are so annoying. Because if you pass by them a second time, you know, on your way out of a room, they'll hit you again with the stupid poison. And some of them are pretty nasty. They can do significant damage. And I just really like being able to destroy them, and only a rogue can do it, or a rogue or a bard. You just have to work on your disarm trap skill.
You might want to take a moment and check out chat a little bit.
Okay. Tavik said, the corpse runs in M&M are gonna be bad. Yeah, I can only assume that they will be, because they were terrible in EQ as well. It's like that story that I shared where I had to take a day off just so I can find a necromancer to summon my corpse when I fell in the hole. And I told some of my coworkers about it the next day, and every time I called in sick after that, they would all joke around like, "Oh, Fez must have fell in the hole again." Wendell said EQ Atlas was my friend back then. Tavik said, I had a binder with all the zones printed out. So yeah, I guess we're not alone. A lot of people had binders. Wendell said I have the first two cloth maps EQ put out. The one was classic EQ and the other one was EQ with Kunark. That's the one I have, I think. It's the one with Kunark on it. Funny, I was going through my stuff earlier today and found them. That's great.
Go up a little bit to Tramil.
Yeah, Tremel, keep up the good work, Fezzelwig. Thank you very much, Tremel. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I want to find my cloth map. I know I have it somewhere. I have more than one, I think. I think I have two of them because I had like a second account pretty early on because I had started two boxing. I had bought like a second computer just so I could play two accounts at the same time because I couldn't find groups sometimes when I wanted to, and it was frustrating because you could be out there, you could be shouting in the common lands or anywhere saying, you know, level 30 mage looking for group and like will travel whatever, and you might not find the group at all. And then you feel like you wasted 4 hours when you could have been playing, where even soloing would have been better XP than just sitting there shouting for 4 hours and not getting anything done. So that was one of my frustrations with the game. And sure, yeah, you could send tells to see some of your friends and stuff, but I didn't have a whole lot of friends. Especially later on, like, because usually the guilds I belonged to, they were fairly casual, and they would break up after so long. There'd always be some kind of drama, like some person just didn't like some of the guildies, and instead of kicking them out, they would just dissolve the entire guild instead. And I'm like, really? You didn't have the nerve to just kick this person that was causing you grief? You just instead ruin it for everybody? But that would happen. And I feel like I don't like confrontation, but if somebody starts causing trouble in my guild, believe me, I will have no problem ejecting them. I might not confront the person and say why. I might just do it quietly and maybe tell a couple of people, this is why. That way, in case, you know, they keep asking to come back, I'll be like, no, please, let's not have them back. But that hasn't happened yet. We haven't had a single person that needed to get removed from the guild, which is awesome. Everybody's been really cool.
Well, you always call us trolls, but we do it in a fun way.
Right. I know the difference between people that are just messing around and people who are actually trying to cause harm. And the thing is, like, I don't even care if people do mess with me. I just don't want people messing with others. Like, with, you know, like causing trains or problems for strangers that would just make the whole guild look kind of douchey, you know? Especially if we found out about it but didn't act on it or do anything to, you know, tell them to stop. That's what I would be more concerned about.
Yeah, the people we have in guild are really nice.
Yeah. Even this is so hard for me to say. Even Esox Mm, with
You're
his
just mad because he made the no massacre.
right. Oh my god. If you guys don't know, one of our guildies in our spanking new guild hall, if you saw my EQ Cribs video, you see how big that guild hall is. I guess I need to make an updated version. He made a room just full of gnome death because you can get these little statue gnomes, these gnome statue things, and he just found different ways of murdering them. Like one had a spear through its head, one had a spear through its belly. There was one that was like trapped in some stalks. It was just it was just so crazy.
It was beautiful.
So, and it's still there. If you're curious, you could always join the guild and go in the guild hall and try to look for that room. He even updated it because we have trading skills stuff now, like a forge and all that. I think he went down in the basement where the forge is and shrunk down a couple of gnome statues and put them in the burning coals of
That's all that.
of the forge.
I
Yeah.
died laughing.
I haven't been there to see it in person, but he graced our Discord with a screenshot. So if you're in the Discord, where is that? Under photos? Currently?
Yeah, I believe it's under photos.
Under photos, or it might have been under memes, but I think it was under the photos thread.
Yeah, photos.
So yeah, we try to have a sense of humor in our guild, no matter how cruel the joke might be. Oh god. So yeah, this thing might be fun. I'm level 54 now. Oh wow, these things are hitting me through the door.
Level 54.
Did I say 54? 34. Jesus, I can't even say numbers right. This doesn't just happen when I'm like live streaming and chatting casually. This happens at work sometimes with Uber. And I say the wrong address. I'm like, so we're going to 242 Main Street or something like that. And I'm like, no, it's 224 Main Street. I was like, oh, right. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. It's just I read numbers backwards and stuff. Like, you know, it might be 96. I'll read it as 69, or I'll read 17 as 71. It just constantly, I call it numeric dyslexia, which is actually a thing. That's not what it's actually called, but it's, you know, it's just, it's easier for me to remember. I don't know what the actual disorder is. Oh wow, rough leather tunic. Why can't Defiant Armor drop this often when I'm like getting close to level 50? Those cloth maps are terrible by today's standards. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, they're sort of like a piece of history, or, you know, they're a keepsake or like nostalgia. It's just something neat that they did back in the day. And I think they were intended to be terrible. I think they were intended to be just a very rough, rudimentary thing, something that like an adventure might have scrawled together, you know? I don't think they were meant to be accurate. Not to mention, there were a lot of zones that were added since then. I don't think you could really get around using that now. But back when that's all I had, that's what I used. I'm like sitting here at my desk, like looking at the map and plotting where I'm going. I'm like, this looks about right. Okay, high pass, yeah. I think I got killed by those stupid bandits a couple of times. Or in high keep as well. Sorry, I'm having a phlegm issue. I think I have a cold. So again, for anybody joining us now, we're excuse me, we're going to be starting a raid group. So if anybody's interested, they could uh, make a character on the Coronavirus server. Try to get yourself up to level 51. And then once you're at 51, just go 100% AA so you're level locked. And even if you're not quite 51, if you're under 51, that's okay. You know, like 46 plus. But 51 is the highest. And we're going to start by doing the 3 classic raids. Nagy, Vox, and Finny. Oh, I have to get closer to the stupid thing. I'm trying to disarm this trap. Yes, destroyed it. So we're going to do those 3. And then we're going to be able to level up because we'll move to Kunark. I mean, you said we might consider doing some of the raids twice or something if people really want to.
Yeah, usually when I do a progression style, I like to do the 2 kill minimum. Kill each target twice.
Okay.
That way, you know, the first time wasn't a fluke.
Right. Right.
But we're also looking at, there are some epic drops that we'll be farming up. Finny is a big one. Nagy and Vox drop the burnt and frozen books for the Paladin epic.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to be making sure, you know, we'll get some of those epic pieces.
So yeah, folks, if you want to get an epic piece drop for your guy, this is the opportunity to do it. And you know, we'll after we get those out of the way, we'll level up a little bit to about 60 and go to Kunark. You said 60 or 65?
We'll start at 60.
Okay.
And then if it looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult for the higher Kunark raids, yeah, we'll bump up to 65.
Cerise
Yeah, we're
said
not doing a true progression.
right.
We're just doing this casually and for fun.
Cerise said I have some level of dyslexia because of speaking German and English, and German having the number in the tens flipped around. I get confused about those. I wonder if my being bilingual caused my numeric issue. I don't know. I don't think it did though. Because my Portuguese sucks. But anyway, at least I could speak a second language, you know? It's like, not everybody can say that. I wonder how there's folks out there that can, like, you know, speak, like, the made-up languages, like Elvish and stuff like that. You know, it's like, where the heck do you go to learn that? Like, Tolkien school? Seems like it'd be very difficult. Or there's, like, fans of Star Trek that learn Klingon. It's like, who took the time to make Klingon an actual real language that could be learned and taught? I don't think I'd ever have that level of dedication. Because I've thought, like, it would be fun to write, like, a short story or a novella or something. Maybe not a full-blown novel, but something you know, in the fantasy genre, but I don't think I'd have the patience to try to do a full language. Like, if anything, I might do like a select number of words, and probably a lot of it would just be gibberish and nonsense. I don't think I'd be able to sit there and make like grammar rules and stuff, and where the things would actually make sense. Oh, you said your dyslexia is not because you're bilingual. Yeah, I don't know if it has anything to do with it or not. I'm it probably isn't. Like I said, I'm not really dyslexic, but I do the thing with, like, it's like dyslexia but with numbers. So it could also be that I'm just really stupid. Okay. Did I actually go to that last room? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, that was the thing. I was going up all the steps. Um, but yeah, we will be doing, starting on the 21st of this month at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Meeting up in POK, I guess. Would that be correct? Or somewhere
Your
else?
corner.
Yeah, like Fez's corner. Uh, and yeah, it'll be fun. And I should be there, at least for the first one. Because, you know, there's always that possibility that I might absolutely hate it. But I will try. I will sincerely try uh, to enjoy it, and to you know, I'll live stream it and everything. And who knows? Maybe I'll become someone who gets into raids. But oh, this tree was alive. I thought it was another one of those static ones, but nope. 'Cause, yeah, there's a lot of static trees in here. I thought treants were supposed to be nice. He's not like Treebeard at all. He's a giant douchebag. Not this one. He's just static. The treants are probably just like people. You've got decent ones and you got douchey ones. Thanos said, "Good evening. Good evening." So I guess that's it. It's already 11 o'clock. Holy crap. Time flies, man.
That it does as you get older.
Yeah.
Never enough time in the day.
There really isn't. I kind of hate that. There's like so much that I want to do in a day, and like I need to work, and then I need to make videos and stuff, and sometimes I want to live stream, and it's just such a chore to try to get everything done. I think that's it for this zone. I don't think there's a whole lot left. I guess I don't even know if I got tracking yet. Let's see if I do. Oh, I do. Got tracking. But it doesn't go very far. And there's a couple of things down here still. But most of them are like light blue now.
Did you already complete the Eldon?
Yeah. Yeah, it's completed. I think I'm on track for hitting 50 by the date, because I'm already at 35. And it doesn't take much time at all here on this server.
Front of eight's got that XP bonus, so
Right.
leveling is quicker.
Yeah, if it starts getting too close, I can. Why? Ah, crap. My bard got stuck. At least they weren't stuck far away. Those elves, they always like to get stuck up on things. Wait, there's a.
Elves are stuck up.
Yeah, they are stuck up. That's what I like about gnomes. At least gnomes are not stuck up.
No, they're just kickable.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think that's another uh, rough chain tunic. Nice. I'll hurry up and loot it before I get ejected from the zone. Oh, yeah. That's funny. I almost never get tunics, and I got a rough leather. Now I got a rough chain, and before that I had a rough simple. And these aren't things that I've been getting from like my other characters. These are mostly things I've been getting on my own. And I don't know if maybe they increased the frequency of the drops or not, but I'm glad.
I hope so, because I gotta go out and farm some armor.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can get into at least some intricate by the time we get to I'll get to level 50. So I think intricate's about what you get at that level, right?
Intricate, I think, is right around that.
Oh wow, there's still a couple over here. And they're actually dark blue. Yeah, see, I I was killing Nagafin with some level 52 characters on my old server. Like I had made a group. Oh, look at this. There's a box. And I usually don't like. Oh man, the bard, stop. Bard, stop doing your song. Stop. Dang it. Well, I'm already poisoned because the stupid bard song went off. Sense traps, disarm trap. You have not disarmed. I'm going to try it again. I think maybe I can't disarm it. So I'm getting hit with burning acid. I mean, it says I'm certain that it's not trapped.
Open it.
It's locked. Okay. Um, pick lock. I have failed to pick the lock. So for anybody that doesn't know, you can use pick lock as a macro like this because I've done it a bunch of times. Oh, it disappeared. Why did it disappear? The box just went poof. And I'm still poisoned. See, this is why I hate messing with those things. I'm poisoned with burning acid. And I didn't get anything out of it. Oh well. I might have to work on my pick lock somewhere.
Get that book in Tranquility.
Yep. Yeah, that's where I got mine up. Also, my disarm traps skill needs to go up a little more.
Soul B is about the best place I found to do that.
The what?
Soul B.
I always go to Soul A for the you know where the kobolds are, there's that giant block that comes down. Um that one was like the easiest one as far as disarm traps goes.
Oh,
Uh
that was in B.
is it B? Nagafin's lair?
That's B.
Oh, okay, so it is B. Right, okay, because A is the goblins, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm a dummy. I don't know the difference. Uh so yeah, okay, yes. I'll be um what? Okay, hang on. Follow. There we go. I'm gonna try to head to Freeport, I guess. I could probably just oh look, there's the tower. Probably just gonna Throne of Heroes because I don't have any other plans really. So I think I'm gonna Throne of Heroes, go and practice my lock picking, and I'm gonna finish the stream. Mostly I just wanted to do this announcement because I wanted to give folks a chance to join us in our thing, to you know, do these raids and see if anybody else was interested, because I don't want everybody to, you know, they'll tune into the stream when we're actually doing it and be like, why didn't you tell us you were gonna do this? Nobody told us. So, you know, maybe I could make a video about it too, announcing it before it happens. uh yeah, because I think not everybody watches the live streams. I think our live stream audience and our video watching audience are sort of different.
That could very well be.
Yeah. Um, but thanks for joining me here for a bit, Hippie. I appreciate it. And you know, being able to make sure I'm saying everything correctly, because this is your baby. This is your plan. It wasn't mine. So it's Hippie. Thank Hippie for it if you're going to join. Uh, oh, we got someone else, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. Onidrog said, how's it, Fez? EQ Noob here. Thank you so much for all your guides. Ah, you're welcome. Thank you for watching my guides. I appreciate it. And thank you for checking out our live stream. And like I said, we're going to do the raids starting on the 21st of this month. And we're going to start the first one. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time, like, you know, New York City time. So wherever you live, figure it out. You know, there's calculators out there on the internet that let you check your time zone and like slide it to the right time. And hopefully, you know, a few extra people will join us. You could join the guild, but you don't have to be part of the guild to be part of the raid. It should be a good time. And like I said, we'll live stream the raid. And we might have 2 live streams because I know Hippie's going to live stream it. And I might as well. And it might be good, like, if me and him are on different teams. So you can get, like, 2 different perspectives of the raid or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people in guild and in chat. They have stated that, you know, they would like to do some raids. So that's the only reason why I'm starting this up.
Right.
Just to, you know, give people a chance to look at another side of EQ besides just the grouping aspect.
Right. And it's a cool idea. I like that you're starting off with the original raids, you know, the first 3 on, you know, old school, that they're going to be easier, and, you know, it could help build everybody's confidence, because I know they get tougher as you go on. Like, I always forget the other day I was like, let's go kill Tricannon while we were all Civilis. They were like, yeah, no, we're not going to be able to do that with this group. Because I was thinking he was just about as tough as Nagy. But then you all reminded me, no, he could banish you to the other room where the mushrooms will kick your butt. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that now. So, yeah, we didn't have another team to go in the mushroom room to kind of, uh, kill them so they wouldn't be up.
Now there are ways around that.
Right. Like pulling them to that room.
Yep.
Yeah. Bear said, thanks, hippie.
You're welcome, Bear.
Uh, Oni Drog said, Arg, I will be working. What is the minimum level Wednesday have to be for the raid? So it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time. Level is 51. But you don't have to be 51. You could be like 46 to 51. But the maximum level is going to be 51 because we want it to sort of be authentic. And it should be fun. Like it'll be Nagy, Vox, and Finny. I know Finny's gonna be the worst because it's got like the worst magic resist ever. I just remember doing a raid way back in the day before I realized how bad raids were, and just about every spell I tried to cast just bounced right off the thing, and I was very frustrated. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm completely useless. They're like, no, just buff the group and give everybody brain candy. You'll be fine. I was an enchanter at the time, and don't worry, it's gonna resist everything. Just that's what the melee DPS is for. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, but I feel useless. I was like, you're not. So I'm like, so anyway.
Yeah, it's not all about doing DPS. You do have your support roles that need to do their jobs.
Right, and sometimes your role is just to sit there quietly and try to enjoy watching everybody else do stuff because there's nothing for you to do for like moments. And I think that was part of my frustration. I'm like, I want to kill things now. So yeah, I wasn't
Yeah,
always patient.
that's like on a TLP when we're doing the sky raids. I'll play a necro, and my spells won't land on a lot of the boss mobs in there. So I'm just standing back, chucking summon daggers at the darn thing. I
Yeah,
ain't doing much damage, but at least I'm doing something.
right. Hey, you're getting your throwing skill up. That's always good.
Exactly.
There's some charms out there that they give you full power if your throwing skill is good. So it's worth it. But yeah, hopefully you guys can come. If you want more information, I'd say the best thing to do is to join our Discord. There's just a couple of ways to join the Discord, and the easiest way is if you just become a YouTube channel member or a Patreon patron. There's a link to join the Discord in there. It doesn't cost a lot, guys. I made sure to make it very affordable. Or if you, I forgot what the other way was.
You can always leave a comment on the video.
Yeah. Um, you can try to get an invite to the guild while we're online and stuff. And there is actually a link to the Discord in the guild window as well under our guild link. So that's two ways to do it. and that way you can go and see. I think most of the news about the raid is under the call to arms thread.
Correct.
And I think what I'm going to do is create a new channel now and just call it raid. Or what would you call it?
A raid team, since the
Raid.
rest of them are group.
Okay.
Dennis, yeah, he was doing an Eldon at that time. I believe it was one of the North Row Eldons.
I'll just call it raid info for now.
That'll work.
All right. And that way, if you want to put anything in there, and I'm going to put that right under call to arms. Since the call to arms was sort of made so we can, because there might be different calls to arms for other stuff too. And that
This is true.
way, that'll be one thing with just the raid. So yeah, feel free to throw in some of the raid details in that too. And that way, anybody that's going to be new and joining us, they can put stuff there. I just read the last message you had sent me before we went online. That's funny. All right, so I guess that's it, folks, for the night. Oh, and what zone was I in? Yeah, I was doing a Lost Dungeons of Norath. You get those in North Row. That was like, I think the Takish his Sand Elf Lost Dungeon. So I'll see you guys this weekend. I'm going to be streaming again starting Friday. I might stream again before that randomly, but the next scheduled one is on Friday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, we'll be here Saturday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And each of those nights is a different group, and that'll be just single group. And we actually have slots open for Friday and Saturday, I believe. And I can't remember what level everybody is right now, but I think Saturday or Friday team is close to 70 now, isn't it? And I think
Pretty close to 70 is the Friday team,
yeah.
and they do have a slot or two open.
And then the Sunday team is like level 60ish, possible, I think.
Correct.
So
And they have a couple of openings.
yeah. So if you're interested in that, let us know. Again, it's great if you can join the Discord because that's where we would do our live chat during our streams. So everybody, we could, so much easier to say, yeah, watch out for the dragon behind you than to have to type it out and be like, no, crap, I typed too slow and now Izzy's dead. So it's nice. It's a good convenience. So good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thank you for checking in. And I will see you all this weekend. And also remember to check out Hippie's channel. It's the MMO Hippie, and he's got channel on YouTube here and on Twitch. Have a good night, everyone.